Hello, fashion friends and family. This is Stacy here from So Bromo, Mason Elsa Fitzgerald, and the Fashion Heritage Needle Trades Foundation. We are so excited to be joined by Valentine Lilly. I will have her introduce herself, but I just wanted to let you know who she is. So in Indonesia, she is known as the longest distance runner. She'll tell us a bit more around her runs, but our history is that we met in Bali, Indonesia, where we ran the circumference of that island. Welcome, Valentine. We're so excited to have you here.
Hi, Stacy.
Valentine is right now in Bali, but also I just want to mention that Valentine's not as comfortable speaking English, so I will try to help translate in certain points of our conversation. But together, we are preparing for the Bali to Baltimore run, May 2024, where we will run 333 miles, which is 10 miles a day. Sorry, not 10 miles a day, a marathon a day for 10 days. So we are going to talk about this journey. But Valentine, can you tell us what was your longest run that you've done so far?
Uh, my longest run, the first longest distance run is with you.
Oh,
Bali we ran.
the first longest run.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, that my first one, my first longest one. Yeah,
Ah,
I think, I think October 2015. Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
that distance was 535 kilometers.
Yeah,
And that covered the whole circumference of the island of Bali. And I ran the
yeah.
300 kilometers.
350, I think. 350.
No, I only
You?
did 300 kilometers. Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah did 150 kilometers. Yeah. And so since that run, you've now done an even longer run. What was the longest run in your whole life?
The longest one, December 2021, I was run all around Malaysia.
You did the whole
Yeah,
circumference.
yeah,
Yeah. What was
yeah.
that distance?
2057 kilometer.
2,057 kilometers.
Yeah,
And how much time did you do? How many days was that?
31 days. That's book of the record of Malaysia, the longest one, the longest distance one. They make book of the record. Yeah.
So, how did you go from doing 535 kilometers in Bali to then doing this long distance? What did you do for your mind to prepare for this?
Ah,
Mind and body.
yeah, yeah. After I was run in Pyrenees, is around 900 kilometers. So I make plan with my friend to close my run with the longest distance run. So prefer for that one. Just uh, the first one is training. Training is very important, and then also uh, nutrition, the food. Yeah,
The
it's
nutrition,
also
right? Hmm.
nutrition also very important. Also the gear like the shoes for during we run is very important for us to not make injure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to get an injury, otherwise you can't keep
Yeah,
going, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, don't push, don't push. If we do the longest distance run, the long distance, don't push the mile. Yeah. I mean, we have to run will feel good, not to push, and then you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I noticed. So just for framing for everyone that's watching this is that when I am not I would say I'm not a runner, but they say, "Oh, you ran 300 kilometers." So when I ran with Valentine, something I noticed that I learned from you was that you really become quite meditative. Like you still feel the discomfort, you still feel all the pain on different parts of your body, but you really taught me to
Yeah.
sort of be a part of this moment. So I remember looking at the rice fields and making sure we weren't getting
Yeah.
hit by a truck when we were running by. But it you had to find your own serenity in this very extreme feeling. But you kept moving. And the other thing I noticed about you is everyone always asks me like, okay, how fast is your mile? How fast are you going to run? You're less concerned with the speed like out the gate, and you're more so consistent with the pace. Like
Yeah.
you stay in your rhythm, you find your flow. And that's what I noticed with like especially American runners. It's always around the speed that you're you know, how many minutes can you do a mile in, how long is your marathon. But to do this kind of long distance running is a whole nother approach. It's another approach. And I won't say it's like the joy. I don't know. Do you have a joy of running? Do you like it? Does it
Yeah.
make you happy? Like
Yeah.
how do you
Yeah.
feel around that?
Running is make me happy and make like even also when I run, I saw very beautiful place, view. So it's make me not feel tired. And because I also enjoy the run. When I was run, I feel so happy. So I don't feel tired like that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't feel happy when I run. I run for advocacy. So we have this Bali to Baltimore run where we're going to do together
Mhm. Yeah.
333 miles in these 10 days. And for me, I haven't run since I ran 200 miles back in, I think it was 2021. Like I might have gone for a
Mhm.
hike, but I don't feel happy. I feel inspired for the challenge, not because it's a hard run, but because why I'm running. Like I'm running for our city's garment district to activate this industry that, you know, it died or is dormant many years ago. And so if I have a mission, like if there's a mission that I'm running towards or a world of the work I'm running towards, and this run can help to bring awareness around that, then that's what motivates me. So when I'm running, I'm not like joyful, like, oh, this run is so wonderful, this is great. I do have moments of sense of excitement for what we're doing and nervousness and fear, but I don't actually feel like, oh, I really like running, because running is, I don't know, I feel like it's hard. Like it's hard to keep moving, it's hard to keep going, especially when you're running this sort of long time. But there's a word in Indonesia that I learned from you guys when we were running, and everyone would say semangat, semangat, and
Yeah,
just look so
yeah,
cheerful. Can you tell our
yeah.
audience like what's your interpretation of what semangat means?
Semangat is like, yes, you can do it, you can do it, you can make it, you can finish it like that. That's make me that's mean like semangat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And another thing I noticed about you, so when we were doing these runs and we met when we did the press conference, so for our international audience or American audience in particular, we did our run in Bali. We started
Mhm.
at the Iger headquarters, and we did not headquarters, but their big flagship store in Bali, which is like the REI outdoor store equivalent. I'm in Indonesia, and there was so many journalists there. There was 36 or 38 media
Yeah, yeah,
reporters. Yeah, we had
yeah,
like CNN, we had the Tribune, we had all
yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
journalists. Um, and so why does it sort of matter for the world to know about your running work? So you've done so many runs. You did UTM, is it UTMB and Chamonix, and it was in it's in,
Mhm.
yeah, that's the one you did. No, what is it that you want to represent from Indonesia to the world by running? So what do you want
Uh,
to show the world about, you know, what you care about? Like, why do you want, and why have the media been paying attention? Why do you have such a following? What's your message, your big message around running?
yeah, because women normally just a bit like a mother, but I will show to people we only not like a mother, but like do something different. Except be a mother. This, we are like we're not like a mother to take care of the kid, but we also can do something different, like running with long distance. Not only men do it, women also can do it, can make it. Yeah.
But you're also a mother. You have three
Yeah.
boys. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Juggle?
bottom.
How do you juggle being a mother and training and yeah, so is it still important to be a mother, or is like you, or are you saying that you also want another part of your life within your run life?
Yeah. For me, running like is challenge, not a challenge. Except, I mean, not like be a mother, but another life. I mean, it's really challenge for me. Yeah. Mm.
So speaking of, strength in women, can you tell us a little bit about, Kartini Day and
Ah,
who this woman was or is to Indonesia?
yeah, Kartini is like I mean, special woman from Indonesia. I mean, she's like
A hero,
yeah, hero woman,
a
for
heroine,
woman.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I like if we can do like Kartini run, but you said Bali
Bali to
to
Baltimore,
yeah. I think we can do it. Yeah.
yeah. So to give context to everyone, when I was doing my social impact work in Indonesia, everyone would say, "Oh, you're like a little Kartini. Oh, you're like a young Kartini," and that's such a compliment because well, actually, she started in her childhood. This woman, and she was all about creating access and education for women and girls and women, and they still celebrate her, Kartini Day. It's April 21st. It's a big celebration
Mm.
of all things like powerful, right? So to be powerful and celebrate being a woman and creating change and opportunity and access and however way you want to interpret it. So I think that quite often these sort of like very ambitious runs, even in Indonesia, they were surprised when we went to the press conference and we were wearing like all these red dresses. And they when we walked into the press conference, they thought we were the talent. They thought we were the women that were going to perform in for this event. And we said, no, we're the athletes, we're the runners. And we actually did not have a man. We had no men running with us because all of them were kind of, well, those that knew about the run, they were a bit scared. Even at the end of the run, when we got to the Chandidasa area, the journalist came up and there was a man next to me giving me fruit, really tall, strong, like built bodybuilder looking guy, just like supporting because they loved what we were doing. And the journalist went up to this man and they said, "Oh, I heard about the run." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't run this. I giving her fruit, but she ran this." And so this is perception of
Mm.
what strength looks like. And strength looks like a big, strong, individual, but like strength is so much within. And I think that's what Kartini is all about, is to say that there's a strength in all of us, and that you can overcome the greatest of challenges, but it's a battle you're going to have to tackle within yourself. So this is why I love to run. I love to run not because I love the feeling of running, but I know that it's such a battle within the depths of myself, because I always want to give up. I'm always wanting to give up. It's so hard. It's painful. It's troubling. But then when I know that each moment I have to choose to stay in it, I have to stay in it, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's my fears are trying to overcome me, I get to decide. I decide if I keep going or I stop. So this is also the big message for this work, is that, the work within it is that, even in those moments when you're doubting yourself and you don't feel that you have the strength, the courage, or the capacity, just keep on going. And then maybe find moments where you do pause and you do reset, but don't stop.
Yeah, don't stop. Everything in your mind. If you say, I can do it, you can do it. And your body will follow your mind.
I remember you always saying that your body will follow your mind. Another
Yeah,
part
yeah.
about this run is that we're going to be wearing all garments that are designed, developed, cut, and sewn in Baltimore. And so that by a woman designer, Nicole Myrick from Iosa Apparel. So we are collectively bringing a new imagination for our city. So our city is the headquarters for Under Armour. It's a large activewear company that spans the globe, but very little of their garments are actually cut and sewn made in the town where it was founded. So for us, we love Baltimore, we love our city, and we really want to reimagine the fashion and needle trades industry. So we're very fortunate that Sobromo, my company, is able to sponsor Valentine to come to Baltimore and to do
Ah,
this run.
thank you.
But I couldn't do it myself. So some of you may already know there was a young entrepreneur that was murdered in our city, and there are lots of murders that happen around the world. But it really hit home for me because this woman is someone I really admire. I'd really kind of been in a lot of entrepreneurship spaces with her, and it made me like sad, scared,
Mhm.
angry, disappointed, and I didn't
Yeah.
want to do this run. I am scared to do the run. I ran this this by myself, but
Mhm.
no one will run with me because it's such a long distance and it's in hard conditions. So that's when I decided that once I processed this desire to move forward and say, we're not going to be scared. We're not going to hold back. We're going to honor the city. We're going to honor the work that we're all doing and transform the work. So that's when I asked Valentine if she would be willing to come to Baltimore, because she's the only person I know who can actually run and finish this and help me finish
Yes,
this.
I will run with you. We will finish it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next question, as we're wrapping up this call and this share out for everyone, I don't even know where to begin. So I have not run. I have a full-time schedule. I have a full-time position as an entrepreneurship director of a center. I have a fashion house and school. So I'm not sure how I even begin. So the run is going to be in May, but I'm going to start training October 20th, which is my 40th birthday.
Wow.
but I
Wow.
but I don't know. Can you give recommendations on how I can start training and preparation? Because last time I did not really train for the Baltimore run. I trained a little bit for the Bali run, but there's absolutely no way I can get through this runs without starting. So where do I begin?
I think you start like you like jogging, just enjoy it. Don't push. Just like maybe start 5 kilometer, and then the maximum 10% from total you run 353. You can do it. I mean 30 mile a week. I think if 30 mile a week, how many kilometer? 30 mile is like
Is that
33 mile
about 50 kilometers maybe? I
a
think
week. Yeah, you
I
can
think
run 10 kilometer a day.
okay.
Or the first time you can run 1 day run, 1 day off. The first, yeah. So not you make you really your body not really tired. Like you run the first time is like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, 4 times a week. Yeah, make it total 33 mile a week. Can you do that? Maybe the first time is like 20 mile a week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe
can
4 times.
which you feel comfortable run in the morning or after work? If me
I
in Bali, I'm in the morning. If me
Yeah,
in the
morning
morning.
me. So when I was running before, I would start at 4 a.m. and then I would run until 6 a.m. But
Mhm.
that now I'm so nervous to run by myself at these kind of hours. But this is the best time with my work. I might have to start at like 3:30 because I have a commute. But that means I'll be running I won't be running in Baltimore City, so I'll let people know that I will be running Baltimore, but more in the country. But I'm wondering the difference. Should I try to practice more outdoors, or do you think it's okay in the beginning to run at the gym?
Yeah, you can run at the gym with treadmill. You can do it also the first time.
Yeah, yeah,
If you don't feel, I mean, feel
safe.
safe, if you run outdoor, you can run at the gym.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. And then in terms of food, nutrition things, what do you recommend to get started to start adjusting
Uh,
in my diet?
if I do like race, I don't in 3 months I don't eat carbo.
So you stop eating carbs or just during in
Yeah, yeah.
training or like for the whole time before and during?
I don't eat carbo. I eat like protein, fruit and vegetable.
Protein and what else?
Protein, fruit and vegetable, but I
Fruit,
don't eat like
vegetables.
yeah. I eat a lot of protein.
Okay.
I don't eat carbo. So my
Okay.
my my body a bit slim and for me it's good for
You're
me. Yeah,
lighter. Right.
yeah, yeah.
Um, this is a silly question, but do you take alcohol out of your diet in preparation for a run? Or
Alcohol, I don't drink. I
you
don't
don't
drink alcohol. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink sugar. I don't drink sugar. No
Okay.
sugar,
Oh, no sugar.
no sugar.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a sugar. I don't have a sweet tooth, but it is
Okay.
my 40th birthday coming. So
Yeah. You can
maybe
use brown sugar, brown sugar. I think not white sugar, but I don't use sugar.
brown sugar. So maybe I will do. Would you recommend to stop drinking like in preparation for this?
You drink alcohol a little
Yeah,
bit, yeah.
I
I
mean,
remember.
I drink like on occasion, but yes, I do drink like wine and champagne. And so, do you recommend not taking it out for a while?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
To
Just maybe sometimes wine when you party, but me, no, I stop wine
Okay.
all.
So so you don't think it will be bad in terms of like I'll take out the carbs, but I'm just wondering like do I really also need to take out like wine and things like that until we finish the run? Or do you
Oh,
think it's not necessary? Oh, but you said no sugar. I mean, wine has sugar in it.
yeah, yeah.
I guess it's a personal preference. Yeah.
See again?
Uh
Yeah.
so it maybe I have to think about it. Maybe I can try and see if I take out for a little while what the difference is with my training if I take alcohol out
Yeah,
altogether.
yeah. Also, don't forget warming up and cooling, stretching. I mean, warming up and cooling down. Yeah, don't forget.
Okay.
Before run, you like warming up. Also, after run, you cooling down. Also, you can do like a yoga. Also, it's good for stretch your body.
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
th- well, I think my biggest challenge is not the alcohol part. It's actually finding the
Okay.
time to fit into my
Oh,
schedule, but it's not
um,
really an option now. So I'm going to train for this one. But well, Valentine, thank you so much for those top tips. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our guests before we wrap this video?
yeah. Keep training and always semangat.
Keep the spirit up.
Don't. Yeah, yeah. That's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't think too much. Don't think what people think about you. Just do it. Happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you
Mm.
tell us what are you most excited about? Like what would make you want to why are you know why what are you excited about coming to Baltimore and to do this run? Like what is it that's exciting you? Because I know I'm motivated for our industry, but what about for you?
I think because last time you ran with me, that's because last time I don't have friend for run, and you run with me. I think this is time for me. I run with you, and I feel so happy about this. And I
Uh
never, yeah, and I
that's so
never been to America, so I think it will special experience for me. Yeah.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And just to recap, when we did the Bali run, I was actually meant to cover the full distance, which was the 535 kilometers, which means a 300 some miles. I didn't finish the full run. Like I finished my run, but
Mhm.
Valentine did the full distance. So this time, this is a big challenge for me to actually cover the same distance in
Mhm.
miles that I was not able to fully complete in Bali. So it's just interesting. We're going to do that distance here in Baltimore. So that's so exciting. I guess you just have to come together, run together, and make change.
Yeah, I think you can make double next time.
Next, Valentine's always challenge to the next level, to the next level.
700 miles, why not?
Okay. All right. You never know. So we'll finish the 333 miles and then we'll see about this 700.
Yeah, 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 why not?
This is what I
You
love
can do
about
it.
Valentine. When she says these things that sound totally crazy, they're not actually
Yeah,
crazy because she goes and finds a way to do them. So thank you
I
so
like
much,
to
everyone.
I like to
Sorry.
do crazy one. I like to do crazy one sometimes.
Yes, yeah, and I do too. I love the challenge. Oh, well, I look forward to checking back in with you, Valentine. Thank you for all your support and being such a hero, not only in Indonesia, but now to the United States and for Baltimore.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
next time I don't know another country. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Maybe Ireland.
Ah, yeah. That's your friend from a long years ago. How many years ago? I
Yeah.
think 10 years ago. Oh,
Yeah, it's about 10 years ago. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to wrap with one more story. So, Valentine and I, after we finished the Bali run, we actually surveyed the distance of Ireland and its circumference. And I believe it was 1,380 kilometers, which was about 888 some miles. And so we had plans to do that run. So, I don't know, maybe we will finish the Baltimore run and have eyes set out for actually doing that run that we talked about over 10 years ago. So you just know, or
Okay.
less than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, everybody, keep on dreaming and keep on running. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Semangat!